Hello everybody, it's your boy and here I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video I'm going to be giving you a build guide on Khora Prime to do some good steel essence farming. So without further ado guys, let's just get right on into today's video. So for the build, the aura mod you're going to want to go for is steel charge for increased melee weapon damage. Then we're going to go cunning drift for a little bit of extra range, streamline for some efficiency, ogre reach for some range, pilfering strangledome for, of course, extra loot because you know steel essence farming, prime continuity for some duration, overextended for some range, prime flow for some energy, accumulating whip claw for obviously whip claw, and then spectral siphon, which is a ability from Gara. So we're gonna want to subsume Gara for this build, and we're gonna want to run the augment mod for that. So for subsuming, I've chosen the third ability to get rid of, so we don't have none of the Venari stuff. And yeah, every other ability for Khora is going to be used within this, so you know it's a priority that we keep all of these other abilities. For the arcanes, we are going to go arcane energize, obviously just straight up energy because you can't say no to that. And then for the second arcane, we are going to go with arcane fury. Now, Arcane Fury, obviously, as you guys can see, on critical hit, 60% chance for 180 melee damage, and it lasts for 18 seconds. That's pretty overpowered. Now, for the stat stick, there are several options. The most popular ones, I believe, are the Jaw Sword, the Ankrios, and I'm not too sure what else, but those are the two that I see the most. And for this is the config I've gone with. Now, for any stat stick, having element on them isn't a bad thing, but slash is ultimately what scales the most, and slash is what is going to get you the highest. If you were to run like toxin and slash, that would still be very effective, but I do think running this sort of config is better in the long run. So blood rush for critical chance with combo multiplier, prime pressure point straight off for some damage, organ shatter for crit damage, and I do have a ribbon mod which is crit chance, crit damage, and slash. Three stats that you definitely need on a stat stick. Gladiator might for critical damage, weeping wounds, again combo multiplier. I've gone with buzzkill for some slash, and sacrificial steel for more crit chance. Now obviously I could replace prime pressure point with sacrificial pressure, which would scale this up a little bit more, I believe. But one umbral former in here is enough. And what I ultimately wanted to say more is it does depend on the crit chance and critical multiplier. So any weapon with a good critical multiplier is viable as a stat stick. If you can get your crit multiplier to above 6 or 7, even 5 is still very good, and still have high crit chance. For the Jaw Sword, it's 45. And as you guys can see, the Jaw Sword's popular because of this Riven disposition being so high, and this Riven mod having such a good effect on it. And that's what makes a stat stick very good. Now, I primarily use the Jaw Sword. As you can see, I put 4 formers into it. But if somebody wanted to run the Ankrios, this would be the sort of config that I recommend. That Riven mod at the end of the top row is damage, electricity, crit chance, minus heavy attack efficiency. Now, not everybody will have a Riven, and I get that, so I would recommend replacing that with Velotic Strike, which is plus 60% electricity and plus 60% status chance. Now, if you were to run it with that, as you guys can see, it would have a bit of a corrosive kick to it. And the reason this is still again popular is, as you guys can see from that Riven disposition in the corner over there, it's still got 5, and this is also another very, very capable stat stick. As you can see, 153 crit chance and a beefy crit multiplier. So it is a very viable option, and I get why people use it. So guys, I'm going to run into the Simulacrum, and I'm going to hold on to the Jaw Sword, and I'm going to show you what this can do, and then we'll head on into Steel Path, and I'll show you what this can do in an actual mission. Okay, so people, were in the Simulacrum and we spawned a few enemies. So the way that it works with Khora is you literally just hit your 4th, you hit your 3rd, and all the enemies are going to be within the dome, and from here you just keep hitting your 1st, and as you guys can see, the slash is scaling and it is killing these enemies. That's basically all you need. For this, you just want to keep hitting your dome, and then from there the enemies will eventually die out. Now this is obviously with no multiplier built up. The more you keep hitting and rocking the whip claw and all this, your multiplier is going to build, and that's basically what you want. And as you guys can see from me here, it's still working, just not as fast because, you know, not that many enemies spawning. So doing this in Simulacrum is pretty much a poor example of what this can actually do. So I'm going to skip on ahead and run into Path and show you what this can do in there. Okay, so people, now we are in the void. So just going to drop down some energy, and all you need to do is just hit your 4th, activate the dome, activate your 3rd for the spectral siphon, and slash. Just hit your 1. That is as easy as it goes. And because of that spectral siphon, most enemies within the dome are just straight up going to drop energy. As you can see, there's just a ton of energy lying around. I don't need to grab any of it, and if you really need energy, you can use an energy pad. But as you guys can see, this is just easy, and we're hitting orange crits left, right, center. The Arcane Fury is working overtime right now, and this is as easy as it gets with Khora. Having a good config can make these long runs a lot less painful, and that's basically as easy as it gets. And I understand playing Khora for a long period of time can definitely hurt your fingers. I am not going to advise using macros because it's a bit of a grey area, and I don't want to be responsible for anyone getting banned, so I am going to say do not use macros. I don't use macros myself, but some players say they do, some say they don't. It's a bit of a grey area, like I said, but this is literally all you do with Khora. You just keep hitting your dome, and then the enemies drop dead, and it's easy. So let's wait for an Acolyte, and I'm going to show you what to do once we get one of them. Okay, so people, the Acolyte has now spawned in, and as you can see, I've just used my 2nd ability on the Acolyte. So you are able to use Khora's Ensnare on him to stop him running about. As you can see, he's just jumping in one position helplessly, and you can just keep whipping him until he's down. Nice and easy. And he's down. That's it. Easy as that. That's as easy as it gets with Khora. Now, obviously running this in a team, Khora is meant to be the main DPS, so you'll be getting drops left, right, center from the Necros, enemies coming a lot faster from the Nova, and just some nice extra health from the Wisp. But you know, you get the gist. So guys, that has been this video. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like. Any criticism or anything, please do leave in the comment section below. As well as if you want to see any other videos, any other guides, please do let me know in the comment section below. But again, that's been this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Please do drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.